Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia with Mo Home University here, bringing you a Q&A. We haven't had these in a while. I've had quite a bit of questions, so I went through them this evening, went through them and picked out what I thought were the best. A lot of times when I say the best, it's more so a repeated question over and over, so I see enough interest to go ahead and answer. And of course, I try to answer any and every question. So definitely keep sending those questions in. Comment on these videos below. If I don't make a video specifically on your questions or it makes it into a Q&A, the next one, then, I may just respond to the comment below. So be sure to do that, okay? So let's get started. These are quick Q&As back to back, and let's get started. So does a double wide titles, do double wide titles match exactly? Yes, except for the letter. So here's the thing with the double wides. Yes, there's two titles. There's technically the A side and the B side. Double wides are nothing more than two single wides put together, if you will. So the title bins have to match, but one of them will say A and one of them will say B. Now, a lot of times, a lot of counties now are starting to combine them, meaning that there's only one title. On there, you'll see a bin number, but it should have A and B towards the end of the title bin number. So keep in mind on that. But yes, if there is two titles, the numbers have to match. The only difference is the letter at the end, A or B. Okay. Can you move a mobile home that has been retired? Yes, but you would have to unretire it, which means that you would have to reassign a title to it. Okay. Otherwise, you cannot move the mobile home itself because it is technically pertained as real estate at that point. Once you retire a mobile home, it's technically real estate. Okay. It becomes part of the deed, part of the land. So you would have to undo that before you can get it to transport, move around again. Best way to hire handyman: Facebook market. Okay, now that's to find them, locate them. That's the best way that I would go about. You would still do the typical interview, each and everybody. So, everybody gets the same interview, and Facebook groups, I would blast out, looking for handyman, must know how to work on mobile homes. I would be specific on that so that you don't get too many contractors that are thinking it's real estate or that sort of thing. So, Facebook market. How do you get mobile home park manager to approve your buyers? We do see a bit of that from time to time, not so much as now, because the concept that we're approaching the park owners and park managers, they understand our concept behind what we're doing now. But at first, I would say definitely, you come in, you do the work, you rehab, you're ready to put it on the market, and then you start getting those residents, those tenants. Just depends on your exit strategy, but they start going to the office and it just seems like it becomes a delay, which costs you money. Any delay, anytime you're holding on to a property longer than you should, it's costing you money. So how do you get them to approve? I would put a little bit of pressure, professional, but and definitely question is, so why is it taking you a while to approve my tenant? Is there something I should be concerned about? Is there something on the background, criminal, credit? Let me know, and just kind of follow up respectfully, professionally, but keep at them. Let them know that you are ready for a tenant. I like to maybe invest on another one, maybe not even here in this park, maybe another one, but it's delaying me. If you would work with me, be polite, professional. Um, how much time do you have to transfer a title into your name or new buyers from time of purchase? That one's huge. That one is huge, and we actually experienced this last year. So definitely, I've heard about it, I've been coached about it, and it actually happened to us. When you get a title from a seller, you want to either you yourself, if it's going to be for you or whoever, it doesn't matter whose name it's going to go on to. You need to get down to the DMV or tax assessors ASAP and transfer that title. Along with that, let me go to toss this in there. Bill of sale. You need a bill of sale so that it backs up your purchase. What can happen is that and again, it happened to us, if a seller sells you their mobile home, right? They hand you the title, they sign everything, and for whatever reason you want to, in a couple of weeks, I'll go ahead and transfer that. Well, you don't want to do that, and here's what things that can't happen. That seller, he's got to be a bit of a crook, and they're out there. They can go down to the DMV or tax assessors and as simply as claim, "Hey, I lost my title. I need to get a new title." And they can apply for a new title because understand they don't sign the original one, but the city, the tax assessor, DMV, they have no idea that there's been a transaction unless it happened at that actual location. So yeah, they signed it, but now they reassign a new title to them, which means that the title you have, even though it's signed, sign date or whatever, it is void. it is no good no more. They have a title coming their way again. Okay, so a bill of sale is a must on that. But if anything more, I mean, and you should be closing at a tax access or DMV's office anyway. But if you do not, for whatever reason, get your butt in there and get that title transferred pronto. Okay. Best way to negotiate with sellers. I actually have a video coming on that with be a little bit more breakdown, so definitely stay tuned for that. But find flaws. Find flaws in the property, not a beat up session, but find flaws, point out certain specifics, and throw numbers out there. I do. I throw numbers all the time. Where if I have to replace a whole section of the floor, hey, well, I'm looking at about $300-400 to do this here. There's soft spots on the ceiling. I may have to redo the whole roof. I have to do in here new insulation. So just point out, and let them know why it is that you are, negotiating and bringing or offering a number to a certain amount. Point out and be specific. Toss numbers out there. That works great. In my state, they don't require a title. Should I still get one when I buy it? So there are certain states, I cover the whole southeast of USA and expanding and growing, soon to be nationwide. So, but I can already tell you that there are certain states, one already that we do cover, which is Alabama. Alabama does not require titles, yes, and after certain age, year of the home, there's no title technically. I would always push for a title. That's fine and all if you can sell with a bill of sale and buy, etc. But if there was a title once upon a time, what happened to it? So I would try to pursue it to a certain extent. And if you have a title, yes, I would like the title, of course. So definitely always shoot for that title. A bill of sale should always be a backup, but not a replacement. So keep that in mind. Um, Best site to use for screening tenants. Okay, so more from a landlord standpoint, I suppose. Well, I use rentprep.com. Okay, you're welcome to use it. I mean, there's different options there. I would suggest, and I think the option that I use is about $48, I believe, if I'm correct, because you want to do a thorough background screen. Don't have but this. You don't want to do that. Definitely pre-screen them. You want to see their criminal history. You want to see their credit score, because if they've been evicted back and forth, then they're probably going to do the same to you on that. So definitely do a thorough background on everybody. Rentprep.com. That's what I use. Typical cost to move a mobile home. All right, so typically in a 50-mile radius, single wise go anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. And what that consists of is the mover, the transportation company, hooking up to it from point A, taking it to point B within 50-mile radius, and they'll set it down, level it, strap it, and that is it. Okay, means that yes, there's an expense behind on the skirting, the decks, the connecting the utilities, etc. Now, if you go over 50 miles, it can get even pricier. 20, 30, I've seen even up to $40 per mile. Okay, so definitely keep in mind of that. Now, a double wide, two single wides put together again, there's a bit more work. You're looking more around 8,000 to 9,000, even more sometimes to move a double wide. Why? Because they have to break it apart from point A. They have to separate it. They have to fix it, seal it, strap it, and they carry it one by one. When they get to point B, they have to put it together, level it, strap it. So there's a lot more work on the double wide at any time, and it's a lot more costlier. So keep that in mind. Okay. Do you suggest working with realtors to get deals? It won't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Anybody that can assist you or can bring you deals, why not? They're out there on the market. They're all realtors. They constantly see, and I'm sure that many times they may get presented deals of mobile homes, and a lot of real estate realtors kind of just push them away. That's not something I invest. So if you can connect with realtors and let them know what you're doing as a mobile home investor, how you can benefit them as much as they can benefit you, partner up by all means. Hey, it may not go through their realty, whatever they're doing, but it may be something you can cut them a check for, as a finder's fee or something. So definitely, by all means, connect. How do you find information on a mobile home that doesn't? How do you find information on a mobile home if the seller doesn't want to provide it? Okay, and you do have those. You do have sellers that, well, come check it out, that won't send you pictures, they're hard to deal with, etc. I'm quick to point out certain things to them. It's like, this is what I do. I do this for a living. So throw that out there, even if it's just your part-time, your side, whatever. I cannot move forward with you, even make you an offer, if I cannot get the year, make, model, and even location. Sometimes they'll tell you, oh, well, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and I think it's an 80s model. That's that vague information there. You're going to get a vague offer, or not one at all. So I let them know, if you want me to move forward with you and we want to treat this deal seriously, let's go ahead and get all the information. And I need all the above. And if they're still persistent, they don't want to give you, but you can tell that they want to sell, qpublic.net. Q, the letter Q, public.net. You can log in there. Certain states are more restricted, one being Florida, that they put little to no information on there. Some you have to pay for, but if you're in a state like Georgia, my gosh, you can log in and basically see all that you need. If they gave you the address, that's all you need. You can log in and you can get the year, make, model, VIN number. You get everything you need. So even an appraisal estimated what they think it's worth, which is never legit. All right. How often should I follow up with potential sellers? I would say pay attention to the distress level, pay attention to their need of sale, how friendly, how strong is that conversation every time you do conversate, because you don't want to overdo it and just be aggravating somebody. If you can tell that somebody's not going to be a seller, maybe not now, I would say maybe once every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. I mean, and again, see the urgency of them needing to sell, because if you can tell that they need to sell or know that they need to sell, every 2-3 days, I would be sending a text. Hey, I'm here for you. As soon as you need to sell, I'd be happy to move forward, and just, tossing out there. 2-3 days later again, hey, quick follow up. I'm still looking to buy in your area, so I would love for yours to be the one I purchase. Just letting you know I'm still interested. A little friendly. Don't be a car salesman, and nothing against you, but don't be that pursuing, just sell, sell, sell. You don't want to do that. You'll push them away more than you'll bring them, and they will sell to somebody else just for that being. So, okay. A mobile home park wants to sell me a mobile home, but holds the title. Okay, if I understand correctly that question, a mobile home wants to sell me a home, but wants to hold the title. So, there are mobile home parks out there. I've invested in a couple that, as part of a security, it's a lien within, but it's more so for them to secure the home. So what they're trying to do is keep people from moving the homes at any given time. If you do, and they've had that happen to them, a lot of times the reason they do this is because of that. A tenant or resident may owe 2, 3, or even more months behind, and if they have the potential to move it and the money for that, but not to pay lot rent, they'll move that home out of there. And then they're stuck with late payment or no payment for how many months, and then so it's just a security precaution that they have. I would ask for clarity on all the above. That's fine if you need to hold the title in the office, but is there a lien against it? If for any reason I were to sell the home, can I transfer that title over? You need to get specifics on something like that. You don't just want somebody holding on to that title, and you don't know what the outcome. Even if you do a RTO, rent to own, finance an option after 3, 4, or 5 years, or however the length of time that you do the agreement for, you have to come up with a title, because you've guaranteed the seller that. I'm sorry, the buyer that. So just, be transparent, keep and ask questions. Absolutely. I want to know why you hold on to the title and how long you will. So, how long does it take to transfer a title? Okay, so that would kind of go hands in hands with the other title questions, but, well, now with COVID, it kind of slowed down things a little bit, but on average, anywhere from 7 to 10 days. In the past, we've gone and signed a title, and within 3 days we had one. So it just depends. Ask the city, the county, wherever you're working with, and ask them on average how long does it take, or hey, now that I signed and I pay for this title to transfer, how soon can I expect it? They'll give you an answer. So, but within 7 to 10 business days, I would say you should have a transfer of a title. All right, that does it for Q&A for now. We are going to start these back up, so definitely I love quick, fast responses and in and out, so I hope you got what you needed out of that. If I missed your question or I didn't answer it this time, please comment below. I'd love to answer it. If not on another video, I will email you or respond to you directly. So visit me, Garcia, mobilehomeuniversity.com. Coaching programs are coming up. I got a big announcement to make. I mentioned this on the previous video. For those of you asking to be more direct by my side, see how I invest directly, it is coming February. Huge. So stay tuned for that. All right. Any questions, comments, want to say hello? J@GarciaMHU.com. Till next time, thank you for watching.